On this week's Waypoint, we get to see some of the jungle changes that are coming to Summoner's Rift in Season 4. Nasus gets a visual update as well as the next legendary skin, and some major eSports roster changes. What's up guys, and welcome to Waypoint, your weekly League of Legends recap for November 7th, 2013. I'm your host, Mike Schaffnet. Now first up, I want to remind everyone that we cast Revive on Riot's Summoner Showcase and upload new episodes to our channel each and every Tuesday. Get your weekly dose of community-inspired art, channels, and videos, like seeing Hank Hill kick Teemo's ass.
Teemo, I'm gonna kick your ass.
To catch our latest episode of Summoner Showcase Revival, take some time and click right here. No, it's okay, I'll wait, go ahead. Alright guys, are we ready for a new champion skin? Because I really can't believe I'm about to say this. For all you fox-eared femme lovers out there, Ahri is getting a brand new pop star skin that even makes my eyes roll. This newly minted star brings her fresh dance moves to the fields of justice and is ready to take the world by storm with her Spirit Rush tour. So if you're into the Japanese pop star culture, be sure to check out this champion when it comes out. Next up, let's take some time to take a look at some of the map changes that are coming to Summoner's Rift in Season 4. We talked about how Riot is going to have some changes that are coming to Vision and Wards, and how they mentioned that bushes are going to be adjusted as well. The first notable change is that almost all of the brush has been adjusted so that one ward can effectively grant vision in that area. While some jungle areas by Blue Golem and River have been completely changed, almost all of the brush has been chopped down in size, covering what is now only a very small portion of land that it once inhabited. Additionally, in Season 3, the top lane currently has 2 bushes. However, in the next season, the top lane bushes will be divided into 3. Now, I like the top lane brush changes, but I hope that we'll see the same in the bottom lane. That extra brush will really make a strategic difference for supports when warding, and seems slightly less effective for most top lane champions. If it does choose to be in one lane over the other, I could almost see an entire lane swap where top now goes to bottom lane and the AD carry and support go to the top lane. But the one thing that's got me is cutting back on the brush. It seems a little intense. I agree with Riot that placing wards in a brush should grant vision of the surrounding area, and it was kind of overkill to have to double ward these areas. But now, it feels like they're practically castrating the brush's effectiveness that was so great for covering those long-winded escapes. These current patches only cover a very small amount of area, and by the time you run into one, you're practically running out the other side. This is going to drastically change our escape paths that we're used to running through the jungle, and I'm kind of scared to see what the jungle is going to be like when it comes to Season 4. While on the topic of jungle, Riot released the new jungle camps to the PvE as a single hard-hitting mob located relatively close to the Blue Golems. While this might not be the final iteration of what gets put into these camps, it will be interesting to see how it affects early jungle game. Champions with high sustain like Aatrox might be able to take massive advantage of these new camps by leashing blue, blasting down the right, and then beelining it right over to red. Now, as I said, as for what's going to be in these camps is still subject to change, but for now, I guess I'll just be happy that there's one more thing in the jungle for all my laners to poach. Visual upgrades seem to be popping up more frequently, and out of nowhere, right as we released last week's Waypoint, news surfaced of the Nasus visual update. Armed with refined plate and a higher fidelity look for his signature halberd, Nasus' model reflects his unbound intellect and immense power. With all new animations and particles, his ultimate, Fury of the Sands, summons the ferocity of the Desert Tempest, while Spirit Fire burns with an arcane etching on the ground. However, when it comes to his voiceover, as some of you might know, the original voice actor for the champion has since passed away. However, have no fear because Riot recognizes how delicate of a subject this is and has worked extremely hard to preserve the spirit of Nasus within the new VO. We love his original VO, and Nasus' original voice actor will be missed. We hope that we've created a fitting and appropriate evolution for Nasus, which will preserve his personality and allow it to expand. But Riot didn't end the Nasus hype train there. Oh god no. Shortly after the visual update, the newest legendary skin was announced, and it's an insanely sadistic Nasus. Trading in his sand and dark energy for the fiery depths of hell, Infernal Nasus not only looks sick at first glance, but upon activating his ultimate, his puppy pauldrons break free and embrace the fury of the Hellhound Cerberus himself. Just be sure to give all three of them time to nom down on a tasty treat. Let's move on over to some esports, but before I do, I want to tell you about a sponsor that helps make this show and channel possible. Shutterstock is a must-have tool for anyone in the creative industry, with over 20 million high-quality stock photos, illustrations, vectors, and video clips. Shutterstock helps you take your creative projects to the next level. Injecting your website with some instant credibility is easy to do when using Shutterstock. Whether you need still photography, stock footage, or even art assets for a website or YouTube channel, Shutterstock.com is the place to be. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you don't believe me, I promise we use Shutterstock every day here at GameBreaker TV. We most recently launched our cross-game social club titled the GameBreaker Nation, and where did we go when we needed an image for this? I said it before, and I'll say it again. You guessed it, Shutterstock.com. You can try Shutterstock today without using a credit card by signing up for a free account and save all of your favorite images to a lightbox to review them later. Once you're ready to purchase, be sure to use the offer code GameBreaker11 and you'll receive 25% off your new account. Following suit with other professional LCS teams, SK Gaming released their new roster for Season 4. Freddy will take over in the top lane, Sven Skaren is the new jungler, and Jesse will be filling in the mid lane. Nif and Candy Panda will cover down in the bottom lane, and Ocelot will be sitting on the sidelines as a substitute until the end of the year. Now, we've covered this news on an earlier episode of Waypoint, and I think it really lends credibility to the rumors that the reason Ocelot is leaving is to pursue his own endeavors within the esports world. Maybe make a Team Ocelot. In a follow-up to SK's official announcement, Ocelot posted a message to his fans on his website. He explained that the decision for his departure was his own, and it's time for him to move on to other things. Taking the time to reminisce about past events with the team, he ended by wishing SK Gaming nothing but the best and leaving his fans with the message, "Future is bright. I'm motivated as F@#K." That's how you say that, right? Big news this week for TSM fans. First, as promised, another sub has been announced. Altec, best known for holding the #1 spot in the NA Challenger ladder, will be the new AD carry sub for TSM. But the big news this week, as some of you might have already heard, is that Reginald has contracted LTD and will be stepping down from the team's active roster. But Mike, who's going to be playing mid if Reggie's stepping down? Well, Summoners, I'd like to introduce Bjergsen. Considered one of the best mid laners in the EU, Bjergsen brings a versatile champion pool to the team, as well as his LCS experience with Copenhagen Wolves and Ninjas in Pajamas. And finally, if you guys haven't checked out LOL King's sweet League Trends recap, be sure to do that as well. Each week, Lindsay Geektron and Cloth5 recap stats from LOL King's database to bring you weekly trends and top picks, bans, as well as win rates within League of Legends. So if you haven't checked out the show or their YouTube channel, you can do so by clicking right here. That does it for this week's episode of Waypoint. Be sure to check back every week on Thursday for updated League of Legends news. If you guys like this video, be sure to like and comment below as it helps spread our audience. And as a reminder, we started a brand new show that revived Riot Summoner Showcase, with new episodes going up each and every Tuesday. If you want to see more League of Legends content, recaps, and updates, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, LOLNation TV. I'm Mike Shaffnet. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Mike Shaffnet. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next Waypoint.
GameBreaker TV.